Hello, party people. My name is Clarence Rick Napier, and I'm the owner of the insurance brokerage licensed in 12 states. And those states include Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Washington State, California, and Texas. And today is June 5th, 2025. It's about almost midnight on June 4th, I should say. This podcast episode is about the fear that people have with asking for the sale. And I kid you not, you probably will admit it. If you are in sales, you will admit this, that there's a challenge with asking for the money or asking for the business. And it goes back to not having a sales system. Now, yours truly is also the president at 321 Biz Development. We are the home of mastering the 5 front end sales activities, which include contacting, prospecting, appointment setting, closing, and getting zero cost referrals. And we have a 6 to 9 hour class that we do via webinar, or if you have enough people and you want us to come in person, we will conduct the training over a 2-day period at your office. Now, asking for the money really goes back to not having a sales system. Because when you do have a sales system, I just provided those front end sales activities, which include contacting, prospecting, setting the appointment, closing, and getting zero cost referral. Now, the essence of overcoming the challenge of asking for the business or asking for money is how you set up the whole thing from the beginning, how you contact it, how you prospect it, how you set the appointment. And the close 321 Biz Development, we have a proprietary system called the Prospect Interview Form, which sets you up to be able to get that close often without you really asking for it. But let's say you don't have none of that. Let's talk about the challenges of why people don't ask for the business. So the reason why people don't ask for the business is because they're not sure what the prospect is thinking at the time of the appointment. They're not sure. See, if you don't get any type of feedback from the prospect during the appointment, you're kind of like wishy-washy. You're not sure whether or not you should ask for the business. And a lot of times when salespeople, business owners ask for that business from the prospect, when the prospect says no, then people go to these things called how to handle objections, which is really 1940s, 1950s type sales techniques, which really they're really attributed to, like I said, the old style sales, and it's really attributed to when the business owner or salesperson at the appointment talks too much. So if you're talking 80-90% of the time, and you get to the point where you need to ask for the money or ask for the business, there's only a 7% likelihood that that prospect will say yes. And sales psychologists, they've written papers about why this exists. And of course, I should have said this at the beginning, we're talking about products and services that cost $1,000 and higher. So to close for this podcast episode, asking for the business should not be a mystery. If you started out your contacting correctly, you prospected with all the details in your favor, you set that appointment, and you're using the prospect interview form by 321 Biz Development, you have an 80% probability that that prospect will say yes. And often, if you use that prospect interview form correctly, that prospect will tell you multiple times that they want you to be their next vendor, offering your product or service. Anyway, this is Clarence Napier, the insurance broker. We are a business owner's best friend. The best number to reach me is 866 901 9876. Take care and have a fantastic week.